happy Saturday. Hope everyone's doing great. So I've been posting a lot about Grant Cardone and Cardone University, and I became a licensee so I can basically be an outsourced portion of his company and sell his products. Now, why would I do that? So I've been in sales. Let me back it up. I've been in sales for 9 years now. 8.5 of those years, I thought I was good in sales, but I had hit a plateau. I worked through multiple promotions and such, and got to a certain point where I wasn't making any more money, and I wasn't really sure how to do it. And still, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But I was kind of in limbo, we'll say. And so at the end of last year in 2019, I signed up for Grant's mentor program. And with that mentor program, it was $1,000. It was 8 weeks of one coaching call a week on Zoom. And he was actually on the call, which is pretty cool. I mean, he's going to be a billionaire here soon, worth probably, a few $100 million, plus almost $2 billion in real estate assets under management. So he knows what he's doing. He's been a sales trainer for over 30 years. I thought, I'm in this field. I need to figure out a way to get better at this. So with this mentor program for 8 weeks, he threw in his Cardone University, which typically he would sell. It was $1,500 per month for individuals to have this. So he threw it in as a value add to this mentor program because he just wants to help people. As he gets older, he's trying to build a legacy. This is part of the legacy. Same with this licensee program. So why I can push this thing so hard right now, especially coming from sales, but also if I wasn't even in sales, there's huge value add to just becoming a successful human being. Because, he's got 9 businesses and they're not all sales training or real estate. So he knows what he's talking about. And everything he knows, he put into this Cardone University. So anyway, getting back to it, it was $1,000. Within the first 2 weeks, my extra commission had paid for the mentor program for those 8 weeks. So what I'm saying is, in 2 weeks, I made over $1,000 extra using material that was in this Cardone University. Since then, and I haven't stopped since, right? So I actually have, with this licensee program, I have 3 different accounts. One, my personal account, and I've added other add-ons to that since then. And then I have a demo account for corporations, which is part of the licensee program. So any businesses that want to check it out, you get a free, basically a trial account. So I can go in and access all that material. And then I also have another individual account. So if any individuals sign up with me, that's that $1,500 for the year. Then I can kind of manage that account, check analytics, right? So that comes with working with me personally. But this stuff works. It works for a ton of businesses. I saw it work for me firsthand. I went from being a 90 to 100% producer to being, the first 90 days I used it, the first quarter, I did 186% of my quota. The second quarter, only 2/3 through it, so 2 out of 3 months, I was at 123% before I left that company. And so it works for me. I know if you use it the way you're supposed to use it, it'll work for anybody else. But I wanted to let everybody know because I've been posting a lot about it. And it's because I believe in it, because I know it works. Whether you're in sales or anything else, that's why you're seeing me post this. This is a successful person builder. This is not just a sales tool. And so when I'm reaching out to everybody saying, hey, it can do this, I honestly don't understand why everybody wouldn't do it, other than the fact you don't know what I know. And that's fine, because I put this off myself for a couple years. I think I started following Grant about 3 years ago. I read the 10X Rule book, life-changing book, but I really didn't dive into his stuff. I bounced back and forth between different mentors and trying to figure out who resonates with me and has the personality that I can follow along with, and I don't think it's all BS, right? And has material that when I try it in the real world, it works. And Grant was the only one that did that for me. So I want to put this out there and just let everybody know why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Why, when I put in any of these, we'll call them ads because I can't spend any money on marketing, but any of these social media posts, like, hey, check out my website, get on this. If you're looking to increase your income, this is what you need. You're going to tell me you can't afford it. You're going to tell me now's not the right time, or you're not in sales, it's not going to be a fit for you, it's too much product for what you need, it's my company's above that, we're enterprise. I've heard all the objections, and I can overcome all of them using the material in this program, but it's tough to push on friends and family, right? I get it. People just need to see this stuff in action. So just so you know where I'm coming from, right? I believe in this product and what Grant's doing. You can block me if you want. I get a lot more support when I post things about Mia, my daughter, right? Or anything family related, anything other than success, business, sales. Like, apparently people don't want to hear that. But I know for me, that's the stuff that helps me out the most in every aspect of my life. So now you have some background. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to check out this solution, let me know. If you hate what I'm doing, let me know. It's all fun. You know, you got to hear a lot of no's before you start hearing yeses. And that's with anything. That's not just selling a product. But look at your kids, if you have them, or look at when you were a kid. How did you get what you want? You were just persistent. You were in your parents' face all day, every day, asking the same question. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Eventually they say yes. So no matter what you're doing, you're going to get to that point. People are going to start saying yes to you after they hate you. Then they're going to start asking you, how'd you do it? Right, so that's where I'm trying to get to. And I want to help everybody get on the same path so we can all get there together. It's up to you. You know, you're free to do whatever you want, to ignore who you want, to follow who you want. If you want to look at memes, awesome. I live that life, and I still look at memes. Like, let's be honest. Humor is great. But there's more to life than just like what I used to do. Like, sit around and watch Netflix, go to work, come home, go work out. A lot of people know I used to be big into fitness. I still am. But I have different goals now. And it's because now I've kind of found a purpose. And it started for me with my daughter. I'll talk more about that, like my why, the purpose, how you can try to find yours. It's all about identifying like that breaking point. What caused you to take the first step? That's probably your why. You hear a lot about, you know, people grew up with nothing, or they lost their job, they went through bankruptcy, and that was their breaking point, and then their whole life changed. Well, that's the reason. Because everything they did from that point, they were focused on, I never want to go back to that point. For me, it was when my wife and I were saving for our wedding, and she knows this. We were saving, and we both worked full time, and we could barely save. I think it was $8,000 we did for the year. And combined, I think we were as a household making about $110,000 to $120,000. Like, I didn't know how to manage money. I do now. Okay, and then since doing this, I've spent $10,000 this year investing in myself, and somehow I still am able to save money, right? But the key is you invest in yourself until something changes. You could read 1,000 books, and then the 1,001st book you read, maybe in chapter 3, it's one paragraph that then ties everything together. You can go out and check out 1,000 seminars, or invest $50,000 over 20 years. It doesn't matter. You're looking for one piece of information that's going to work for you. For me, that was getting synced up with Grant Cardone. For you, it could be a number of other people, different avenues, different professions, whatever it is. Right, so if you're on that path or trying to get on the path to become successful, I know for me, I haven't gotten the traction yet, but I know the foundation is being built. I can feel things are getting real. And I know my skills are developing. Right? My social media, not so much. I'm not a great copywriter. I'm good at sales, but I'm not good at a lot of things. So I'm learning. I'm going to continue to learn it. Everybody should. Expect to be bad at it, the first time you go through it. But eventually, you're going to catch on. Things will start to click. You may have to do things 20 different ways, 100 different times. Then once you get it, though, it's the compounding interest graph, right? Going and going and going. You get a little better, and then all of a sudden, it just spikes. That's what success is, and that's how it works. You can ask anybody, Google it. Everybody's graph looks like that. Look at Warren Buffett. I don't know what he has, about $100 billion. He became a millionaire at 30 and didn't become a billionaire until he was in his late 40s or 50s. But there's a graph on his income, and that's how it works. So, you have some background. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to become extremely successful for my family, for myself. I have personal goals. I want to hit my potential, which is way more than I ever thought it could be. I never thought I would have the skills that I have right now. And I want to do it, and I want to give back to people. When I find something that works for me, I know it's going to work for a lot of people, and it has already worked for millions of other people. But still, there's 8 billion people in the world? Even if 1 million people are doing great with one thing, it doesn't mean the other 7,990,000,000 people, it doesn't mean they know about it. So I'm trying to get the word out. You want to help me out? You want to support me? I love that. I will definitely support anybody else that's on this path, trying to show that. Again, if you have any questions, if I can help you in any way, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go in and get some diapers at Target and get ready to move to Florida. If you watch this far, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You must be really bored. It's Saturday. But thank you for doing it, and we'll talk to you next time.